Hey guys, this is Chris and welcome back to my channel. I have been MIA. I've been too lazy to upload and edit videos because of work, but then coronavirus happened and I decided to do a 3-month experiment. Yep, 3-month experiment, and that is, like in the title says, I went keto for 3 months and I'm still on it. So the reason I did keto is because I wasn't able to do my long runs because they closed down all the trails and the parks, and when I don't run, I gain weight extremely fast and easy. So I was like, well, let me give this a try. You know, it doesn't hurt to try. If I can't do it for a week, at least I gave it a try. But I stuck to it. I wanted to document my journey with you and show you how I did it, what I did, what had happened, what happened to me, all those things. So I went keto for 3 months. I started in April. So the first week, it was actually very, very hard. Actually, I tried doing keto the week before I started and I couldn't do it. Like, it was tough. I didn't do enough research. So I ended up doing a lot of research before I started. And then during what I started, I just Googled everything and I YouTubed everything. And it helped a lot, guys. It helped a lot. And YouTube is really where it's at if you want to like research more about keto. Like Thomas DeLauer helped me a ton. Like, he is like the holy grail of keto. Like, go look at his channel. He tells you everything. And FlavCity, he breaks down ingredients off of boxes, off of food. He goes to grocery stores and breaks down the ingredients and tell you what's good and bad. So I did clean keto. At first I was iffy with keto because I'm like, oh, it's high fat, it's gonna be bad. But no, when you do clean keto, it is the greatest thing you could ever do to yourself. And first week was so hard. I was starving every single night. Like, I starved. I was hungry. I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna survive? You know the things that you say to yourself, like, I can't do this. I can't wait to have a cheat meal. That was me for the first 2 weeks. I was starving like a mofo.
I literally finished dinner an hour ago, but my stomach is starving. Like, I can just feel it going blah, 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 blah. I feel like I'm starving, and I had like some nuts before this, but I'm drinking a lot of water now.
I woke up starving. Like, my stomach is like dying of hunger. So I'm gonna make breakfast in a few. What's up, guys? This is day 3. You know what? I do feel much like lighter. Like, my stomach usually always feels like bloated, and I feel so like light. People say that you're not having enough fats, but I did my macros and everything. I did like 5 calculators to count my macros to see if I was doing right. But I hit my macros and everything. It was just like my body was just not used to it. And I actually ended up doing 20 grams of not net carbs, but straight carbs, because I was still worried that net carbs were like, oh, I don't know, because this is like minus this and that, and I was too iffy. And then Thomas DeLauer said just count half of that, but I was still iffy about it. So I ended up doing 20 grams of straight carbs, no net carbs, straight carbs. So I was super strict. I think I had like having one little keto cream cheese cookie made me feel so guilty. I was so strict. But in that first week, it took me 5 days to get in ketosis. I did the strips, so on the 5th day, I was in full keto. We are 1 week into keto, and I am in full ketosis. Look at that. I didn't experience keto flu for that week. I did feel a little bit tired at the end of that week, but I ended up losing about 3 pounds. And I was like, hell yeah, this is working. And those 3 pounds was water weight. So yeah, it's water weight actually. And then let me tell you about week 2 is where it's at right now, you know. My second week on keto was like still pure hell for me because I was like, I'm still hungry and I ate more fats, and then I got keto flu. Like, believe it or not, you do get diarrhea, and I got diarrhea. Yeah, I got diarrhea. And that was actually didn't last that long. It lasted like for a day or 2. But I was more tired. I was so weak. I was dropping eggs on the floor. I dropped my I don't know anymore. I was dropping my coffee. I dropped my coffee. I couldn't even hold onto weights. I was like trying to work out because I was also doing the Chloe things, like 10-minute ab workout every day, and I would do that every single day. I was actually doing that prior doing keto, and I lost an inch in a month of doing that Chloe thing program. So I couldn't even do that. I was like I was dead that entire first week, and I was still strict. What made me happy though is I discovered keto ice cream the 3rd week. Oh, and the 2nd week I ended up dropping another like 2 pounds, and I was down 5 pounds for sure the first 2 weeks. I was like, holy shit, I lost 5 pounds. This is crazy. This thing really works. I'm getting flushed, and I was less bloated too. And then the third week, let me tell you, I always say let me tell you girl what happened on the third week. In the third week I ended up gaining weight. I know, but it wasn't that much. I only gained 0.2 pounds. So I was on my period. I was like bloated. I was still like feeling extremely tired. I was trying to run outside, and I did like a 14-minute mile, which was like, I went from like 9-minute miles to 14-minute miles. Hey everyone. So I went for a run today, but I'm literally not feeling it. I feel like I have nothing in the tank. And it's funny because comparing this when I would do marathons, it feels different. When I'm running long distance, I can still feel like I can do it, even though I'm like at my lowest point. When I hit the wall, like say when I'm in the 16 mile, my legs are killing me, but I still have the endurance and I still have the fuel. I could feel the fuel like in me. I could just keep going. But right now, I feel like I have zero fuel, but my mental being is very energized and strong, but my body is weak. I was like, whoa, I don't have energy, because I was using my ketones, fat, for energy instead of like carbs, and that was tough, but I still went at it. I discovered keto ice cream, which made me feel much better, but then I felt like maybe that was what caused me to gain like those 0.2. But you know, I'm very like strict and like picky. I'm like, oh my god, I gained 1.1 pound, it's the end of my life. That's me, that's how dramatic I am. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be super clean the 4th week. So the 4th week came, and I was on fire. I still had a little bit of ice cream. I knew what was working for me and what didn't work for me. I was less bloated. I could feel the definitions of my abs. I was doing arm weights. I was like killing it with my arms. I was getting like some guns now. I was like feeling it. The 4th week was it, and I still didn't lose any weight. I hyped it up. I didn't lose any weight that 4th week. I stayed exactly the same. I still was like, I was like unmotivated, but then motivated. I'm like, I know my body. It takes me like 1 month, and then like in the 2nd month, I'll probably start losing it effortlessly. So I was still doing runnings. I was doing like 2-3 mile runs. And then the third, what am I talking about? I'm already going crazy. I have brain fog. I did have a lot of brain fog during keto. So then the following week, was that my 4th? No, that was my 5th week. My 5th week. So in my 5th week, I actually was doing really good. I was eating healthy. I actually had a cheat meal. I did have a cheat meal, which was just salads with cranberries and candied walnuts and some salad dressing. I did have a cheat meal, but it didn't ruin me, because I went back straight on keto. I ended up running before and after that cheat meal, and I ended up losing weight. I ended up losing another like 0.2, and I actually lost another 2 pounds. So my pound was like maybe like 7-8 pound weight loss in the 1st month, which was awesome sauce, you know? And then, so the 2nd month came. I didn't really document my 2nd month too well. So the 2nd month, it was basically the same thing. I was no longer feeling tired. My energy levels, they're still pretty good. My 1st month, I was feeling dizzy. A lot of pink salt, a lot of water. And then the 2nd month, I actually ended up losing another 3 pounds. It was another 3 pounds. I have it documented on my phone. I'll show you everything. So I ended up losing another 3 pounds my 2nd month, and I started to stop counting macros, because I kind of already figured out what I needed to do. And let me tell you, I was only eating 2 meals a day. I was doing intermittent fasting by accident, because I would, quarantine time, I work from home, I would eat at 12 my breakfast brunch, I would call it. It was my breakfast basically, and then I would have my real meal with no snacks in between. I ended up losing another like 3 pounds. So I lose weight really slow, guys. Like I'm like I told you, I have a low metabolism. Even though I was running, like I was actually doing about 10 miles per week with arm workouts and abs. I was doing everything in a clean eating, and I only lost about 7 to 8 pounds in the first 2 months. That's like, you probably will lose more, but my friend actually did keto with me, and she ended up losing like 10 pounds the first week, and she was tiny. She was tiny, but it was a lot of water weight. Also too, the reason why maybe I lose weight really slowly is because I gain muscle mass extremely fast, guys. Like I could become a bodybuilder, I could be a WWE wrestler if I wanted to. I have tons of muscle, abnormal amount of muscle and protein, and my body fat's actually pretty good, pretty low. It's like I started at 25%, and now right now currently I'm at 23%, which is not bad, but I do have a lot of protein and muscle. I checked it on my stats, so that's why my weight is a little bit more heavier, you know. So the second month was actually really good. I followed it. I ended up doing another cheat meal, guys. I ended up doing 3 days of cheat meals because I actually had I surprised my dad for Father's Day, and I went back home. My parents live in Indiana, so I went for the weekend to Indiana, surprised them with Korean barbecue, because my dad is actually really into Korean movies and Korean dramas, because I love BTS, and because of BTS I got introduced to K-dramas, you know, and movies, and I started watching everything, and my dad is now utterly obsessed, and he's like always telling me like, they always eat this delicious chicken, mija. Es la gallina se ve tan rica, like the chicken looks so delicious. And I'm like, well, I can get you some bonchon, you know. So I ended up surprising him with some bonchon fried chicken, and we ended up having a really nice family feast meal there, and I knew it was coming. I didn't feel actually that guilty. And in those 3 days, guys, cheat meal, oh, my stomach, I had cramps the galore. Like I had stomach cramps, and I got bloated really fast because you retained all the water now, and I had stomach issues, some bowel issues. I had diarrhea, and it lasted a couple of days. So when I came back to do keto, I was super strict that week again, and I actually only gained 2 pounds from those 3 days of cheat meals, and then I lost those 2 pounds the following week. It's crazy. It's crazy. So you can do cheat meals. You just have to go back on track, and it's not too bad. But I felt horrible. Like I felt like death. So then I ended up doing another recently. So it's my 3rd month. I officially went from 172 down to 161. So I was 11 pounds in like 3 months. Well, I'm still in the 3rd month. Let's say, put it at that. So I did a cheat meal this past weekend to celebrate a friend's new job and not seeing each other for like months. It's like my bestie. So we ended up getting like margaritas, and I ended up getting like a keto meal, like carne asada with, well, I still ate tortillas and frijoles and all that shit, but I didn't eat that much. I get full super fast now. But I had like fried food for the first time, and I had real sugar in that margarita and real alcohol for the first time, and it fucked me up. Guys, you thought that what I was telling you earlier was bad? This was the worst. I felt like I had a hangover, and I only had 2 margarita cups. Well, they forced me to have 2 because, you know, they wanted me to be the laugh of the party. So I was. So I ended up having 2 cups of margaritas, and the following day, actually that following night, my stomach was not feeling it. And it's funny because I only had 2 meals that day, and it's just the margaritas really fucked me up. The sugar is really toxic, guys. When you do keto and you have sugar, you can feel the toxicity of wait, how does System of the Down go? The toxicity of our city. Okay, I gave the camera its moment to recharge and get cool. So I am talking to you about my cheat meal and my experience. So the next day, I felt like I had a horrible horrible hangover. I felt sick to my stomach. I wanted to throw up. I did not want to eat anything. I was like, I felt like I had a hangover, and I still feel like I had a hangover, and this was like 4 days ago. I had a sour stomach, and I drank a lot of water, and I had like I always take a probiotic every day, and also I would take magnesium, potassium, vitamin D, B, I didn't mention that, but I would take all my vitamins, and I just felt horrible, and I took all my vitamins. I did apple cider vinegar. After a cheat meal, you do apple cider vinegar, and that's what I did, and it kind of helped too, my stomach. So I took apple cider vinegar. I ate very light. I had my following meal was just like meat and vegetable, and that was all I had for that second day. Was like, it was like a 500 calorie. The third day, which was actually yesterday, same thing. I could not eat. I had to force myself to eat. I had some nuts, and then my ketone, I wasn't in ketosis, and actually I ended up doing a run, but I felt really energized because I wanted to burn off all the carbs and the sugar that I had. Then on the third day, I ended up doing a 5-mile run, which I haven't done in a while, since they opened up the trail. So I did a 5-mile run, and I felt so much better. It was weird. I felt a million times better. And then right now, I still feel like I have a sour stomach. Like, I'm still like, oh, I don't want to eat that, but I'm forcing myself to eat. I'm trying to amp up. My fat intake is very low this week. Like, I just can't do it. I know my ketone production, it's probably really low, and I should really start. But I ended up losing another pound because of what I did to myself from margaritas. I ended up gaining the 2 pounds, and then I ended up losing them because right now I'm like, I just can't eat. Right now I can't even think of food. I'm like blah. So yeah, that is it right now. I've been 3 months keto. If you have any questions, let me know. I actually did a lot of footage that I shot, but I shot it between this camera and my iPhone, and I didn't like save the dates, and it was all messed up. So I was gonna do another like vlog style, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna talk and tell you what happened every single week. And I actually show you my before and after. Insert it here. I'm scared, I don't want to see it. So yeah, that is my before and after. You can see I'm less bloated, and also I got some muscle, guys. I got some muscle. Let me show you my muscle. I got some muscle right here. Oh, you can't really tell. When I'm done doing a workout, you can see my muscle pop out more, you know. But yeah, that is it, guys. I'm pretty sure I left out a lot of information I wanted to give, but since I've been like slacking and editing this video, I was just gonna give it to you all like this. So let me know if you guys have any questions on keto. I actually did a Keto by Chris Instagram page that I'm probably not going to update that much because I have my own Instagram, and I'm managing 5 other Instagrams, but I just did one just for fun. If you can follow me there, Keto by Chris, you'll see some stuff there too. Hopefully I get back to it. I'll hire a manager, you know. So thanks guys for watching my video. I will catch you next time, and let me know if you have any questions on keto. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Do I have a bruise here? Oh, it's just dirt. I'm a dirty girl, you know. Bye.